Welcome to episode 12 of the Friggin Nerds podcast. I am your host, Mario Lima, and joined by my illustrious, what's the word, illustrious? Illustrious.
All right, Sylvester.
My lovely Friggin Nerds crew, as always, with the CP of 3,806.
Hey, yo.
My future smoking hot wife, Lee Dumas.
I don't know where all this energy came from, but it just...
Well, thank God it's here. Try to hold it for the next hour.
You know, I can't make any promises, but we're going to do our best here, folks.
Speaking of energetic life forms, up top there all the way from White House, It's your boys and your girls. It's Britt and Mikey Berkey.
What is up?
Hello.
My goodness,
people
guys.
don't know we're white. We're not from the White House. We're from Nashville.
They're from the White House.
Streaming from the White House right now.
We're in the president's chambers right now.
They're in the White House.
He's got quite the collection.
In the Oval Office.
Yeah, this is actually in the Oval Office.
President Biden, y'all. This is it.
Miss Minutes is so powerful. She has actually taken over not only the TVA, but also the White House.
I love it.
Looking over your shoulder.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, we're glad to be back as always, hanging out with you guys every week. Love the support every week. We've been gone for a bit. We missed Saturday, but don't worry, we're going to be come back strong next week and stuff. And you got a full week of fun, nerdy content coming at you this week.
Buddy.
Yep. But, just announcing it now because I haven't really said anything. At some point this weekend, we'll be doing a Geek Antique as well. So another stream at some point.
There you go.
We got cards.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, we got
cards we've got open.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I just got some new cards. If you saw it in Discord, I got some new cards coming. I got more cards coming. I showed Mike earlier, which is a little surprise for everybody else. But we got some nice cards coming. And we have some card news somewhere in this show that we'll come to later. But before that, we're going to start with, of course, one of our brand new segments that we start with every week. This week, we're starting with Versus, where we take two iconic, nerdy characters and put them against each other and see who wins. And we debate that for a few minutes. This week, we are pitting the super strong Megazord versus Optimus Prime.
Whoa.
So we've got a giant robot battle happening. Megazord, for those that aren't savvy to the amazing show.
Speak of the Power Ranger.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's the giant Zord that they form when all five of their animal Zords come together into one giant mech. And they go and fight the giant bad guys.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
The best Power Rangers ever was the live action one from the 90s.
They're all live action.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, there are cartoons.
Oh, okay.
But no, the one, you remember the one from like 1998?
The movie you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The movie.
The best one. I watched it like at least 1,000 times.
Yeah, it had the ooze or something in it, right? It wasn't there. No, that was Ninja Turtles.
I was like, no.
What did they have? They had like
they had that song. It's the end of the world as we know it. And that was the first time I'd ever heard it.
Lord Zed was in it, I think, or whatever his name was. Anyway, yeah, that was a crazy movie.
So good.
But anyway, Megazord from Power Rangers versus Optimus Prime.
Yes. Chat, let us know your thoughts. I already have in my mind the winner.
Do you?
And I don't think I could be swayed.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So
let's hear what you think.
So Optimus, man, he like when you like just look at it real quick, you're like Optimus wins, like 100%. Like there's not even shouldn't even be a contest. Optimus always finds a way to win in battles, takes out Megatron all the time. Like, this should be pretty easy. However, the Megazord can become 5 different mechs and go back to a giant mech as much as it wants. Like, it can just keep going back and forth. And
but if
so,
they're
like,
separate, it's not Megazord.
True.
It
That's
only
true.
becomes Megazord if all
While
the
they're
Power
formed.
Rangers come together.
While they're formed. They
Yes.
both have a giant sword. Optimus's is kind of like a laser sword, though. Sort of.
Okay.
They both got.
But Megazord has laser eyes.
Oh.
Or
that's
like a
true.
laser head.
Yeah,
I
no, I
guess.
think it's eyes. I think he shoots beams out of his eyes.
That's like a Godzilla.
Yeah.
Bzz, we should have put them against each other.
Godzilla versus what? Who?
Megazord.
Megazord.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting.
So they both have lasers. They both have swords. They're both super strong.
Mario, you're the resident Transformer expert.
Apparently. To me, I love both. I was always a huge Power Rangers fan, but I was also a huge Transformers fan as a kid. But I think I'm gonna have to go with Optimus, but because I feel I'm not sure of the size difference. The Megazord's pretty big. But
Yeah, we're talking like if you go back to the original show,
I feel like Megazord is actually larger.
bigger. Yeah, I think he's bigger
yeah.
than buildings. Like they like knock over buildings and like full buildings in the show when they're battling the giant monsters. So yeah, I think he's bigger. I think the individual mechs that form Megazord are probably the size of Optimus. So when all 5 of them become one, we're talking like a giant robot against Optimus.
it gets.
Hey Lee, your crinkling is catching on stream, or I mean on your thing.
Yeah,
and it
snack
sounds
lady.
Like it sounds like static. You may just mute whenever you move it.
You made you
There
damn
you go.
swoop. What a professional.
The problem is
ladies
I
and
literally can't even hear anything because I have like the
You have like
earbuds
the
that
noise
have like.
canceling.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
And she's just chewing. Optimus who?
Why? You can hear me chewing too?
No.
No. We
Oh.
just
It's crinkling. Anyway,
Sorry.
Anyways, so back to my deal here. So with the size, yeah, sure. Which is funny because later in the news we're gonna be talking about a little Transformers news that we'll be bringing back to this conversation. With the size, I get it, but I feel like either way, even if they're the same size, Optimus moves faster. He's more agile. He can transform into his truck form. Run circles around him, take him down. So I think in that case, I feel like Optimus might be the better choice in this fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. That's true.
My thing is that Optimus Prime is a future thinker. Like he is a strategist. I
Ooh,
feel
like a planner.
he's a planner. So I
Yeah.
feel like it can outthink Megazord. And can, even if the size is working against him, I feel like he could come up with a strategy to take him down. So I'm Optimus all the way.
Okay.
I don't
feel
remember
like-
Megazord being much of a brainiac, but
Well, I feel like Lee's on the right track here because Megazord isn't really its own thing.
I was just thinking
It's
that you've
controlled
got the
by
5.
the Power
You've got the
Rangers.
5 Power Rangers
Like,
inside of it.
what if one of the Power Rangers forgot to take their Adderall that day?
Yeah, they're a bunch of wild teenagers, and
Right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't think about that part of it.
What if
guys.
one of the Power Rangers gets eye of Megan Fox and gets a little distracted and they accidentally shoot the beam out and
I mean, it happens.
themselves?
But what if Optimus gets eyes of the pink Power Ranger? Because
Good old Kimberly.
oh my goodness,
Pterodactyl.
Optimus is not interested
Every-
in love. He's interested in fighting for what's right.
true. But he hasn't met the pink Power Ranger yet. Though.
That could change things when he meets that pterodactyl.
Pretty sure that was every man my age's
Could you
crush in the
imagine?
90s.
Imagine they have a thing where the Pink Ranger and Optimus fall in love. Autobots, roll out. I'm on this one. Like what's gonna happen there? Optimus is not gonna fall in love with the Pink Ranger.
No, he's not.
Oh my Lanta. And Megazord is super slow. He's super clunky. He's like,
Would he be in today's technology and today's movies and stuff? Because like in the 90s show, it's a guy in like cardboard boxes. Like what?
Right? It's like claymation crap. Like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
it's not a good
if
look.
we're going with the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, then
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
against
I mean,
Michael
even
Bay's
the
Optimus Prime.
Godzilla has been like remade in modern times, and he's still slow.
Yeah,
When
he's
you're
still slow.
that
That's true. That's
giant,
true. Yeah.
you're going to be slow. You can't do
Yep.
anything about that. Optimus Prime, he's got superhuman speed and superhuman healing. Like Megazord is just a bunch of controlled robots. He's not like a sentient robot. Like Optimus Prime is easily the winner.
Easily.
Like I feel like a fairer fight would be the Megazord versus the Reptar, metal Reptar from Rugrats Go to Paris. You remember that one where all the
Yo.
babies
Oh my
controlled it?
God.
Yes.
That would have been a fairer
100%.
fight.
Yes, I think so. I
we
think
suck at matching these guys up, huh?
I think it was a good fight. I mean, well,
On paper.
originally I wanted to
On
be
paper, it looked good.
on paper it looks great.
I wanted to be Starscream instead of Optimus, but apparently we thought it was not
Mainstream enough.
enough.
Mainstream enough.
But-
If it was Starscream,
That's my favorite one though, too, Mario.
Yeah, he would have
Starscream
flew.
is?
He would have flew
Heck
over.
yes. I didn't know
He would
that.
have flew circles around literally and just took him out with his like rockets, and that would have been that. Called it a day.
Yeah, but then that would have been too easy a fight.
Yeah.
I
It
suppose.
would have been even easier than Optimus Prime versus Megazord. So
I
Oh, no.
really wanted to go with Megazord, but I think the fact that you brought up that it's not its own
Right.
thinker, it's controlled by 5 teenagers, may have swayed me
Right.
back to Optimus. I mean, like,
It's also solar powered. What happens if they forgot to take it out of the garage early enough
Oh, it
before
didn't
the
get enough
battle?
charge
Is
on
that
it?
a
Yeah.
fact that it's solar powered?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Did-
So then,
Wait,
th-
sometimes I can't
go
tell when you
no,
just
I'm not making that up.
Well,
I'm not making
Britt
it up.
said she looked it up before we started, so she knows
Yeah.
more about Megazord than anybody right now.
So
Yep.
Megazord is solar power. So they okay.
And what is Optimus? Is he powered by the Allspark? What is Optimus technically powered by?
Yeah, I think they're all
I
kind of
don't know.
powered
By the spark.
Yeah,
By the
spark
Allspark.
that controls all of
Yeah.
us.
Yep.
The
Oh.
Allspark. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Optimus. I think we're being unanimous again.
Optimus.
I mean, I do
Blah,
think
blah.
that Megazord would tank for a while.
Yeah, I think it would be a good fight. I think it would be a
Solid fight.
a
for
better
sure.
fight than what we're giving it credit for.
Yeah,
But-
it's like brains versus brawn, but Optimus has both.
yeah, Optimus has both though. That's the
That's
thing.
the issue here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Sorry, it's Optimus.
What if
Optimus.
Optimus found out that there were 5 humans inside of the Megazord? He would hesitate to not hurt them.
Well,
that
if
is-
it- well, if it's
plot twist.
if it's Transformers 4 and 5 Optimus Prime that hates humans and starts killing humans, then
Oh,
it's
no.
on.
I haven't seen the 4
I
and
haven't
5,
either.
obviously.
Oh
You
no!
do- I just saved you 6 hours.
Wow.
don't watch it.
Things
Okay.
got real dark.
Is that the one that has Wahlberg in
Both
it?
the Wahlberg movies. The first
Okay.
Wahlberg movie is more doable. The second one is just a shit show.
I did see the first one, but I don't remember that part, so it must not have been very memorable.
Like the first 3 with Shia LaBeouf are fine, and
Yeah.
then Mark
I
Wahlberg
thought,
should show
I
up.
thought Shia LaBeouf was only the first 2.
First 3.
yeah,
Yeah, it's Transformers.
I don't
then I know. I watched all 5
yeah, he
movies
just
this week.
watched them. He just watched
And
them.
Bumblebee.
This week?
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so wait.
I watched them all.
There's him in high school, there's him in college, and then him getting a job, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes,
Gotcha.
I
Yeah,
agree.
we'll talk more Transformers after because I'm having a Transformers week for sure. But my final vote, Optimus Prime for the win.
I think we're all optimists.
Optimus here.
Optimus
We're
Prime.
all
was
very
close.
optimistic.
It was very close.
It was not.
I'm
close.
so sorry, Megazord.
It was
My-
not close for me.
Oh man, it
Oh,
was for me.
poor Megazord.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's Megazord's
Robot
all right.
battle complete.
Optimus Prime all around. So we're going to go into our next segment. We actually have a guest that's going to join us on our show tonight.
Let me get her.
You do?
This
yeah,
is
so
a guest
Mario, do you
I've
mind getting
been
her
very
for us?
excited about.
Yeah, we have to get a
Gotta turn-
guest.
Mario, you gotta turn around to go get her.
I'll
Yeah,
go get
turn
her.
around and go get her.
You gotta leave the frame to go get her.
Yep.
This is really just a fan favorite. on Friggin Nerds
Crafts
Media.
and cocktails.
I find this guest to have just unmatched fashion sense.
Yes.
And just an infectious accent.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's very attractive.
It's everyone's favorite.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I'm stoked that she's able to join us tonight. It was
Yeah,
tough to
she's
work with her
taken-
agent.
Taking
To get
time out
here.
of her very busy schedule
Oh, I know.
to be here.
Oh,
Uh,
I think-
ladies and
I think
gentlemen,
she's coming.
welcome to our newest segment, Dear Brittio.
Dear Brittio.
Welcome,
Oh.
Brittio.
Oh my God, y'all! I'm a mess. I'm sorry. Oh,
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh,
Brittany.
she's
So
missing
happy.
the bobby pins, y'all.
I miss my
We
bobbin
can't-
pins. It's okay though. How y'all doing?
I'm so happy that you were able to join us tonight. I know it was really tough to work with your agents to get on here.
Oh, you have no idea, honey. It was crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Brittio, we have had so many questions since you first appeared on Crafts and Cocktails to fill in for me.
Bless
And
your
thank
heart.
you so much for that too. Thank you so much.
Bless your heart.
But we've had just after sharing so much wisdom with the fans after appearing on Crafts and Cocktails, we just constantly get questions written in seeking your advice.
From me? Advice
you,
from me?
Brittio.
This is crazy.
So-
Does it have to do with the movie theaters?
See, I don't know why y'all always say I say movie theaters weird. Like, that's how you say movie theater.
Thank you, Brittio. It's
Gosh.
definitely theaters.
It's theaters.
So Brittio,
Yes.
if you wouldn't mind just answering a few questions from
We have
the community.
Oh,
yeah,
I
we have
got-
three.
Okay.
We have 3 questions that have been sent in, and each person was able to send a photo to go along with the question.
Oh, I
just to
do
help
love
out.
my photos. You know that, Mike. I like
Oh,
taking
my
my
Lance.
selfies.
I'm just reading these. Okay. All right. Our first question, Brittio, comes from user Jet. Woo! Jet skis are life.
Keep your composure, girl.
MMM. Jet skis are life. MMM. Oh,
You got this.
this user writes, Dear Brittio, have you ever ridden on a jet ski? What's it like? I want to think while riding. You just want to say, wow, Owen Wilson style. Brittio, what say you?
Now you see, I rode one of them contraptions once. I'm not a fan. I just don't like how it makes my underwear feel when I sit on the back of it, and it gets too wet, and it is too hot outside. I can't deal with that.
Does your butt tingle?
My butt it tingles, honey. It tingles more than it does during Crafts and Cocktails. I'm telling you, it's rough. But you know who does like jet skis is my boy Owen Wilson from the wedding movie. What was that wedding movie, Mike?
With the wedding singer.
The wedding singer.
Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. Okay, him, and my boy Loki love going on the jet skis.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at the shot that came in
I'm so happy.
Oh my god!
from
user-
Jet Skis Are Life MMM.
So
MMM.
realistic.
Yeah, I'm so
Would
happy.
you look at the legs on Loki in that? Wow, what a shot.
That Loki's got a nice butt.
You want to take our next question here?
Yeah, sure. The next question came in from Mischief God.
Oh,
And the God has a
with a
zero.
zero.
Yeah,
That's,
instead of
that's
the-
fun.
You
That's
know
a
I
fun
love
take.
my mischief.
Yes, no, yes, you do. So Mischief God writes in, how does one know they're not a robot? It is absolutely absurd that one wouldn't be aware of such a thing, but I am in fact unaware.
That's a tough one.
That's from Mischief
God
God.
with a zero.
To you, Brittio.
How would you know if you were not a robot?
Correct.
Or not. Yeah, that's a tough
Are
one.
or not,
That
yeah.
is a tough one.
That is a tough one. I guess I would have to. I don't know. I guess maybe just feel around my nether regions. I don't know how to double check that. No one ever told me I had to worry about that kind of deal.
Do
So-
robots have different nether regions?
I think so. Sometimes when I go on the internet and I order something and they ask me, "Are you a robot?" and I says, "No." Why would you ask me that kind of question? And they make me click on the pictures of the motorcycles and the jet skis. Look at that. That's an old pull. That's a deep cut. And they make me hit the things on the thing with the thing, and they say, "Okay, you're not a robot. I guess you can order your crafts."
That's how. So
That's
they
a great idea.
So maybe for Mischief God here, he should just do one of those captchas to know if he's a robot.
He
or
just
not.
needs to online shop like Brittio.
Yeah.
And then he'll
What did
know
you
for
call that,
sure.
Mike? A what?
A captcha. A recaptcha.
I think you've been hanging out with Mario. I thought too long. Aren't they called captures?
The captchas.
Captchas.
Captcha.
I think you've been hanging out with them Rhode Island folk too much.
I think so.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my lanta, indeed.
Well, our last question, Brittio, of the evening comes from Superior Loki Girl 616.
Oh, hey.
Also, another fan of Music
that's the bitch
Hero.
that took my screen name. That was my screen name originally.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Superior Loki Girl 616 writes, "Dear Brittio, your hair looks so good.
Oh.
How would you suggest I wear mine as stylish as yours with my horn crown?"
With your horn crown, girl. I mean, I guess it all depends. I mean, the picture they provided, I mean, girl, that hair is short. I would never go that short. I don't know. She kind of looks like Ellen DeGeneres or whatever. I'm not a big fan of that length of hair. As you can see, I like my luscious locks. So I would just say, I mean, you're halfway there with the horns. It kind of keeps it up, which I think I need a pair of horns because I keep getting my bangs in my face. It's really driving me a little crazy there.
So maybe you're taking some advice from.
I think she might be
Superior Loki
helping
here.
me out. So
Yeah.
I might
Superior Loki
go.
girl.
I might go on the Amazons tonight, do the robot gimmick with the jet skis, and I'm gonna order myself some horns, girl. I'm gonna look fly.
You experience all three of these questions in one moment.
Oh my gosh.
That was
telling you.
amazing.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Wow. Well, Brittio, thank you so much,
Oh, girl,
darling,
anytime.
for coming on. I know everybody was just so excited to see you. As always, thank you for sharing all of your wisdom,
Oh, girl.
fashion info with us.
You're-
I know that these folks that wrote in are they're really going to find a lot of wisdom in what you shared.
Yes.
with
Oh
us.
yes. Especially that robot question. You nailed that one.
Anytime.
You knew it. You knew it 100%. So anytime you're welcome on this show, we appreciate the time spent. If you want to grab Mario for us.
Yeah,
and-
Mario's over there calling me. I'm gonna go eat some M&Ms and go watch Loki for the 15th time tonight. I'll see y'all
Get
later.
it, girl. Get it, girl.
Thank you so much, Brittio. Oh man, let's hear it for Brittio.
Brittio.
That was such
was
great
amazing.
insight.
Who doesn't love that gal?
That was
such
amazing.
a little sassafras, that one.
I know.
She is a sassy little bitch. Love
Yeah,
it.
he's
Just
super-
like Miss
she's-
Minutes back here.
She's super
Oh
sassy.
yeah.
Very
I
sassy,
know
like Miss
sassy.
Minutes.
Who doesn't
You
love
gotta-
a sassy Southern gal?
Mario's even picking up her accent. Holy moly.
She's really sad. Yeah, you hang out with her long enough, you start catching the accent.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. All right. So we're gonna roll into another new segment. We debuted 2 segments in a row that
Look
were
at
brand
that,
new.
look at
that. This one is called the Time Turner.
If I could turn back, if I could find a way. I didn't read the notes ahead of time, so this is gonna be new for me too.
Well,
Me too.
Real quick. So every once in a while, we'd want to take a second to remember a special moment in nerd history.
Oh,
And this is a
We
very
need
special moment
Cue
in
the
our
piano
history.
music.
Yes, this is a beautiful moment in nerd history. This segment brings us back in time and fills us with
Thank you.
nostalgia. And for this Time Turner segment, we are covering the Wizards Unite 2nd anniversary that was this week.
Oh, so cool.
We need the thank you note music so we can be like, thank you,
Oh my
Wizards
gosh,
Unite,
yes.
for connecting us with some of the best friends we've ever had.
Yes.
Thank you for building patience in us that we didn't know possible.
Preach, sister.
So, Lee, what's been some of your like best moments with this game, with this community? Like, we're just gonna like kind of reminisce for a little bit over the last 2 years, because this is really how like all of us met. That's where a lot of this whole community that's here in the chat with us. That's how we have all met, and like all of you guys have kind of become our bestest
Oh my
friends.
God! You know what
Bestest
song we
friend.
should have had is that there's an ant on you.
Oh.
That vitamin C song that we played it.
Congratulations.
Oh, as we go on, we remember all the times okay. So, ironically, you guys, here's the thing. I almost didn't start a channel.
Wow.
I was like so freaking nervous about starting a channel because like I have a really hard time sticking with things. And I was like, I really, really want to do this. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I was like, do I really have the dedication to like stick this out? Well, I started about, I want to say 2 months, 3 months before the game came out. That's when I started my channel. And James from Expecto Go was the first person from the community who acknowledged me as a WooTuber. Yo, it's your boy James. James Ansu, I don't know which one it was. Somebody on the Expecto Go. I'm assuming James. Oh, he's in the chat.
He's in the chat.
James.
There he is.
There he is.
Um,
What's up, James.
So as soon as like I started to realize what a community we had within, even before the game came out, like what a community there was of friends and I figured out how, like, guys, I didn't know how to use Discord before Wizards Unite. Like I knew nothing.
I still don't know how to use Discord.
I had no idea. And like, I was so nervous. I ended up like starting my channel, and then WooFest came around, and I looked at Mario and I was like, we have to make this happen because this is going to be the solidifying moment for not only the WooTubers, but for the community. This is going to be like one of those moments that like, if you are claiming to be a WooTuber and you don't make the effort to go to WooFest, this is where people aren't going to take you seriously. Little did I know our community just loves everybody no matter what anyway, but I was like super anxious about it all. And I'm like, we have to go. So we made it happen. We got to WooFest. We didn't even see you guys at WooFest. Like, let's just talk about that for a second.
I know. That's crazy.
We saw each other in like the first night I think I saw you guys in the bar that was doing the
It's
trivia.
funny. I have the full picture here from the group shot from the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, I'm gonna kind of zoom in so you can see I'm in the big orange shirt all the way to the left. Let's see if we could pop.
And surprise, you can't see me because I'm too short.
Yeah, I'm in the orange shirt.
Poor
But
Lee.
the one that makes me laugh, makes me laugh my ass off, right? You see Mike and Britt up in the middle there, right?
Oh yes.
And our buddy was a Rise.
Rizit, man. We love Rizit.
I want to know who the hell this guy is next to you guys. Looking like the dude from Terminator 2.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
He looks like the Terminator from Terminator 2 that comes after Arnold. Like he looks like he's having the worst time.
Oh my
Yeah, he looks like
God.
the cop. He looks like the cop, the liquid cop guy.
Oh my gosh!
I never noticed that in this picture.
Like he's
That is
right
so-
next to you, Mike. Like he was there to like stop you from starting
Oh my
friggin' nerds.
God.
He was like, "Don't work
my
with those.
gosh.
Don't work with those bastards."
Everybody else is so happy to be there. That guy is just like,
Oh,
I will
man.
not raise my cell phone.
Oh, the best. The
That is
best.
That's hilarious.
That's amazing.
But yeah, we saw each other
we did see each other in the bar.
at the bar that was doing the trivia, but like after that, we were kind of all over the place that weekend. It went by so fast.
It did.
It was
so fast. And the best part, I remember, so like again, ADD, but we left the bar after driving. Guys, keep in mind, we drove 14 hours to get there. Straight through from like 3 a.m. We got there. We had about half an hour to check into our hotel room and get to the bar. So Mario and I were like, ugh. We left the bar and I was like, Mario, I found my people. Like I found my tribe. These are my people. These are like the people that I waited my whole life to connect with. Like I was almost in tears. I was so excited because I was just like, this is literally the community that I have always dreamed of being a part of, that I've never actually had the chance to be a part of. So I don't know how you guys felt after that, but it was like literally mind blowing, life changing.
I can remember those literal words being said on our drive home too. We didn't have as long as a drive, but
it was only 4 hours.
Yeah, but that was talked about on the ride home too. I was just like, this was crazy. Like we found the folks that we've been looking for so long.
and it remains that way. All of our closest friends have come out of this community, whether they're in the community as players or they were content creators. They've all come out of this community. We vacationed together. We vacationed with you guys. We brought all of like our YouTuber friends to Nashville. Like it's just a thing. Like it's our people. My favorite Woo Fest moment though, I think I've told you guys privately, I hung out most of the time with Go Shiny Hunter, who is super British and I am super Southern. And so we couldn't ever understand each other, like what each other were saying the whole time. And everybody else was gone. And we went into this tent where they had trivia. And like Shiny is like great with trivia. I'm not so much. And I'm a lot more like shy about like just like reaching out and just, raising my hand. Shiny was not. So Shiny was like, we got to do this. You know, Brett, we got to get a t-shirt. I came all this way.
We gotta get a t-shirt.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, what have I got myself into? So he answers the question. His was easy. It was like, who's the furthest away? Who came the farthest to get to Woo Fest? Well, obviously he's gonna win.
Yeah, he nailed that
because he came from the UK. All right. Yeah. So he's like, all right, we got my t-shirt. We got to get you a t-shirt. So he like wants me to answer this question. And I couldn't understand what they were saying. And he kept repeating it. And he kept saying, just raise your hand. Raise your hand. Just say a magical bean. Just say a magical bean. And I'm like, what? What are you saying? And he's like, any bean. Just raise your hand and say any bean. Just any bean at all. And I'm like, okay. A green bean? And he's looking at me like, have you lost your fucking mind, you idiot?
Oh my God.
Like, he's like, a bean. And I'm like, a baked bean? A lima bean?
Lima bean?
Like, why are we not connecting here? Come to find out it was a magical being, but when you say that in British, it sounds like bean, B-E-A-N. It was like,
so
I felt
answered
so
that
stupid.
Magical being question with green bean.
Oh my God.
I'm like, Shiny, I will never trust you again.
Oh
he just kept telling me to raise my hand and say a bean. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I looked like the biggest moron. I did not win a t-shirt.
No t-shirt.
Shiny could not stop laughing. Like he was dying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Love him.
He's such a lovable guy.
Yeah,
Shiny.
Awesome.
Oh,
He's
man.
so good.
Shiny.
We met so many fun people.
Absolutely. Real quick to wrap it up, I'll tell my 2 cents of I feel like I've been talking about this for a while now about, you know, how great the community really is, where it is, you know, surrounded by a game, with Unite, and
it's grown beyond the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm really getting to, where it's like I say it all the time, where it's like, you know, we use the word WooTuber a lot, which you would assume is, you know, WooTuber is a YouTuber that makes Wizards Unite content, but it really changed into something completely different, where WooTuber is like, you're a member of the community, where, like, you know, because people would call me to do co-streams with them and put me under the WooTuber title.
Tag.
And I'm like, I'm not a WooTuber, but I started to understand, maybe it's something a little different now. This all started with, you know, Lee wanted to do this channel, as she said, and, you know, she fails to mention that, you know, like, it was all her. That's all her channel. You know, Nerdly Niffler was her thing, and I just wanted to support her and help her out with it, because I was doing some YouTube stuff here and there, and she was like, I kind of want to do a channel. I'm like, you should. And, you know,
he and my brother really convinced me to do it.
Yeah,
truly.
And
it happened in an afternoon.
Absolutely. And so, and yeah, when like she said, you know, we started meeting people like James, Sue, Brita, Cooper, Wizard Away Chris, so many other people. People we saw in the pictures earlier, together with them. Just becoming
Gita.
such close, Gita, everybody, just all such great friends, and we continue to hang out with them and support each other through everything. With COVID being how it was, we all still stuck together, and it was perfect because we're all from different sides of the world, and we're all just connecting and doing
guys,
stuff
shout
together.
out to Zoe Stitches and Witches, because her husband Joe just had a a whole surgery situation, and we literally, there were the whole YouTuber community showed up to her stream to give her a little boosty, and we talked about poop for about an hour on her stream. And
it's a perfect topic.
It literally that is the kind of community we have
You
built
really
here,
can't
people.
go wrong.
You can't go wrong talking about poop. Okay.
Yep.
Also, quickly before we end, the next meetup will be hosted by Expecto Go. We have Expecto Go Fest in New York.
Go Fest.
Go
Expecto
check
Go
out
Fest, baby.
That's the official
Go's
title now. Is Expecto Go
Discord.
Fest.
I mean, it's
Yep.
just perfect.
Yeah.
Go check out the Expecto Go's Discord for all the deets on that if you want to come to New York.
Absolutely.
New York.
The
City.
Oh my
community.
God, LeakyCon.
Yeah.
LeakyCon.
Oh,
this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the
Stu
best.
found me through LeakyCon, apparently. My LeakyCon video.
Oh, yeah.
I
that's
never
right.
even finished. I had a whole weekend worth of footage, and I didn't even finish day 2.
Yes.
I did the first day, and I at that point, I think that's when I cut off my channel.
And that
Whoops.
grew this channel. Now Friggin' Nerds a thing
Yeah.
because of this community. And again, we thank you guys.
That's right.
Forever, bottom of our hearts, we love you guys so much.
We love you guys.
You guys continue to be the best community in the world.
100%.
With that said, guys,
1000%.
all the sappiness aside, let's get down to brass tacks. We got.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
What did you say?
Brass tacks, Alicia.
Woo! I heard something very different
What
there.
is that? Ass tax? Let's get to ass tax.
Ass-tastic. I don't know.
Very,
I don't know, man.
I am ass-tastic. But anyways, guys, we're gonna move on to. We get together every week to bring you guys the nerdy news. We have several new items on the list this week. We're gonna start off with Mike. What's new in the movie world?
Yes. So we were actually just talking last night. We were like, man, there hasn't really been much, news to
It was a slow news week
and
until
then
today.
and then everybody was like, today is going to be the day that we drop everything.
It's
So
Tuesday News Day.
Tuesday News Day. New Suicide Squad trailer was just dropped today, and this movie is called The Suicide Squad, but it's the sequel to the. It's not 2. I'm so confused by this, but it's the second movie of the Suicide Squad movie franchise. But this is what was really funny about this leak or this trailer drop today, though, is the cast of the movie pretended like this was a leak.
That's great.
And so James Gunn, who's the director of this movie, was tweeting like, "Oh my God, this is what happens when you work with villains. Like when you work with villains in the movie, and the villain characters, they're just gonna take this. They weren't supposed to share this yet. It was like an all-day thing where James Gunn was going after the actors. It was really funny. But anyway, it leaked today, quote unquote, by the actors of the movie. And the trailer, I mean, it's a Suicide Squad movie, right? This is the base premise is there's a crazy mission that has to get done, and they need some guys to do it without worrying about if they fail and die doing it. So they try to make a deal with people that are in jail, the bad guys, the villains of the DC universe. And so they assemble an Avengers level squad of bad guys.
Of baddies.
Called the Suicide Squad. So the trailer looks fabulous.
Y'all, I wanted to hate this so bad because it's DC.
Yeah.
It looks
It's
so
DC.
good.
Oh my God.
It looks so good. I'm like, I wanted to hate it, but no, it looks really good.
There's a lot of really artistic shots in it. Like there's a shot of Harley Quinn doing a fight scene, and there's these flower petals flying behind her as she's screaming. I'm like, wow, that's beautiful. There's a ton of really cool shots in this movie. There's also a lot of really great comedy that's hitting on the trailer. Like some of these movies you kind of watch and it's like, oh, that's kind of funny. But I was actually like laughing at some of this stuff. Pretty good. And I was trying to figure out why that was. And then suddenly James Gunn's name popped up on the screen and I went, that's right.
This
I
is
forgot.
making a lot of sense.
I forgot he was directing this movie. And you guys may know him from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I mean, he's a fantabulous director.
It's a great cast list. I love seeing James Gunn paired with this cast list.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I can't believe I'm saying that about a DC film, but I'm here for it.
This isn't like new news, but this is just to kind of get the word out there for people interested on who is in this movie. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You got James Gunn directing it. Of course, we know him from Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Idris Elba. He's playing Bloodsport. We know him as Heimdall in
y'all. There's
the
so many
MCU.
MCU people in this movie.
We have, of course, Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn. John Cena.
Oh man,
he's in this.
You can't see me.
Nope. Nathan Fillion.
I bet you he's not actually going to be in it because you can't
see him. That's right.
He'll be there. You just won't be able to see him.
Nathan Fillion from the Firefly series is in this. Sylvester Stallone is playing the giant shark.
Lord have mercy.
Right now.
Also in MCU.
Michael Rooker, who you guys may know as Merle Dixon or Yondu from the MCU.
Another MCU.
I deserve a seat at the table.
Awkward.
And then his best friend from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, Sean Gunn, he plays Kraglin in the Guardians of the Galaxy
Another
movies.
MCU.
He's in this movie as well. It's like, what? James Gunn was just like,
they're trying to pull some of that Marvel magic.
Are Sean Gunn and James Gunn related?
I wish you didn't ask that because I don't know.
I'm just wondering.
Because I was curious too, but I didn't have time to look it up. But I'm assuming.
Hey,
Maybe.
chat. Can somebody look that up, please, so we look professional?
This this trailer looks way better than the first movie, though. Just dropping it, it looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
James Gunn is gonna take this movie to the top. It's gonna be the best DC movie.
When does this?
That I've seen in a while.
When does this release, y'all?
It's in August. It's gonna be in August.
That's not that far away.
I think it's like August 3rd. It's the first week of August, and it's not only releasing in theaters, but it's gonna be on HBO Max.
All right, what are you doing? Couch or theater? Theater.
Oh, he is the brother. Yes, they're brothers.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Hooray.
I should have just said yes with my instinct.
Yeah,
I mean, how many people do you know with the last name Gunn, Gunn?
Billy Gunn. He was a wrestler.
All right, fine, Mike.
Tim Gunn from Project Runway.
Yep. There's a lot of Gunn.
All right, I stand. Maybe they're all related. He was the youngest of 6, so
yeah, that's Tim Gunn's definitely the oldest then.
Yeah.
Make it work.
So are you guys doing theater or couch?
I might do couch just in case. Just I don't know. I mean, part of me still not 100% down with going to the theater yet.
Well,
but
here's a question for you then. Are you going to see Black Widow in the theater or couch in July? That's next month, right?
That is theater all the way.
All the way.
I'm gonna be there with my popcorn.
Mario, if you don't go to
large
if you don't go to the theater, I will go to the theater without you. Because I need my sticky floors, my popcorn, and most importantly, my icy. I have not had an icy since before
Hell
COVID.
yes. I just went to Sam's Club, got me an icy this weekend. It was delicious.
I need one of those. I need one of those bad. Ooh, drive-in, Mario.
Yes.
Do y'all have a drive-in?
We have a drive-in. Come to Rhode Island.
Yeah,
we have
but
one too.
We've got one here. Yeah.
We also
but
have cookies.
Yeah, but our drive-in, they kind of it's like when the movies turn to the $10 movies, when they get cheaper, that's when these movies come up. The new ones don't really come out in our drive-in.
Yes, they do.
Right away. Oh yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Well,
yes.
we're
they pair them
probably-
with an older movie, but they do.
We're probably going to go to the theater. I'm assuming based off of your reaction.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm going.
Okay. Yes. Then we're going to the theater.
Britt and I will go to the theater.
Nice.
I
I'll
don't
be
know.
at that
I don't know.
theater.
A part of me is still saving my first time back to the theater for James Bond.
Got to keep that first
That's-
time. So, make it something special. You know?
I want, yeah, because like, what if I
Save
go?
yourself,
What if I go?
Mario.
Mario's saving himself.
What if
We gotta go to
Suicide?
the AMC theater, the fancy theater.
Yeah, well, you know, what if Suicide Squad's a pop and-
recliner seats.
is a dud, and I pop my cherry for nothing. You know, I mean, it's,
Yeah. Lee, make sure you take him somewhere fancy for his first time. You know?
Listen, listen, honey.
Oh,
we are gonna go to the recliner seat.
Oh, we go.
The power
Yes.
recliner seat,
Ooh.
the
Oh, no.
fancy AMC theater, and
Yes.
not the showcase cinema theater.
we go-
because
That's
that is
where-
where the poor broke people go.
We're going to Chili's beforehand too.
Yeah.
Go to Chili's.
You guys
I want
should
to go
just
to
move.
Applebee's.
You guys
Get
should
us-
Chili's.
move your wedding to that AMC theater as
There you
well.
go. Just do-
Oh my
do it all
God!
there.
Yes. Why didn't we think of that, Mario?
I don't know.
Birthplace
What
of
we're
your
here for.
child. Like, oh my God.
God, I hope not.
Ooh, all right. Well, we better switch topics.
So,
before
more-
it gets any weirder.
More movie news.
Brittio,
Mario.
you got some hair situation going on there.
We were just chatting about some robot battles.
Anyways,
We
yeah,
got some
speak-
new news.
Speaking of some exciting new news,
Speaking of a movie that I would go to see in the theater,
would you? Anyways,
I would.
ladies and gentlemen, how ironic! This past week, I had gone over a crazy obsession with Transformers. After the announcement of Niantic dropping this announcement of a Transformers game coming out, I got a little excited about Transformers again. And so what I do, I went on Alicia's Fire Stick and I bought every single Transformers movie
Yes.
on that sucker. And I paid her
Yes.
back, don't worry. But I just finished watching all 6 movies, technically, with Bumblebee involved. They are coming out with a new Transformers movie called Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
Yo.
And this is very exciting for people. It's exciting, but also nerve-wracking at the same time, because a lot of the news has been kind of scattered. Where I've been kind of looking on Twitter and different news sites all week. So if they're doing Beast Wars, this is going to be really fun for Transformers fans, because
For
it's going
me?
to bring it for you.
Sorry.
Me and Mike are the only ones hyped about it. It looks like James too in the chat. So they're going to be introducing the Terracons, which that was like confirmed already in the original post. Now, for people who don't know who the Terracons were, they were kind of different throughout the years. Now, back in the old cartoon, they were kind of like, a giant group of like technically Decepticons, like different beast-based robots that like they had to fight that the Autobots had to fight against. And then there were also just a 5-piece faction of Decepticons led by Galvatron. Now, if you don't know who is it, Galvatron, I'm saying his name right? I think it's Galvatron.
Yeah, Galvatron.
Galvatron. Now that's where things get interesting, because where I get confused about what they're going to do with this, because in the Michael Bay monstrosities, they had Galvatron was in the 4th movie, and he was like a man-made Decepticon, and like that's when the humans had learned how to build Transformers. And so at the end of 4, we see Galvatron take off. He's like, I'm at my final form, whatever, I'm back, I'll see you again, Optimus. And he takes off, and we
He
don't
pulled a Dragon Ball Z on us.
yeah, he
I've
bounced.
reached my final form.
Yeah, and then 5, we don't see him again, but Megatron comes back, which made no sense. It's a wild movie. It's a real car crash. But that being said, I'm thinking maybe they're going to bring back that Galvatron, which I'm hoping not. But some articles are saying Decepticons will be in the film, but the main villains will be the Terracons. Peter Cullen is coming back to play Optimus Prime.
It's the voice for Optimus Prime that I was telling you about when we were
Yeah,
watching.
Heyo.
The OG.
Yep.
It's going to be, and they're saying it's going to be a reboot because it's going to be set in 1994 in Brooklyn.
I'm so stoked for that.
And it's going to have a lot of G1 influence. And if you guys know what G1 is, which you probably don't, that's what a Transformer should look like. I have some images here from the latest Transformers movie Bumblebee, which to me, and I think to a lot of people, is the best Transformers movie we have. It's the best looking one.
Bold statement.
It's not bold at all, because it's true. If you look at these designs for these Autobots, these are straight from the movie. Like here's Soundwave. That's what Soundwave looked like in the cartoons. And I understand what Michael Bay and their team did. They want it to look, more realistic. They're transforming into actual vehicles, obviously. So they didn't really rip from the cartoon, but this one ripped from the cartoon and it looked fantastic. And the story, if you guys haven't seen Bumblebee, go check it out, please. It's such a good, fun movie. It's set in the 80s, I think 1987 or something like that. Bumblebee goes to Earth, blah, blah, blah. He's, the Decepticons are after him. And that's all you see. There's no Megatron, there's none of that. You see a flash of, like I said, Soundwave and whatnot. But that story was just so much easier than the Michael Bay films, because there's so much craziness in those Bay films. It's too much.
Yeah.
It was too wild. So it looks like what they're doing with Rise of the Beasts is I think they're continuing from the Bumblebee side of things.
Yeah. So yeah, it seems like that they're following that storyline, and hopefully kind of just starting over from what happened with the Michael Bay stuff. But we'll see.
We're gonna watch Bumblebee this weekend with Penny. Penny's all into it, but then we showed her that first one and it was like
really inappropriate.
Oh my gosh, I was like dying. I was like, oh god, don't watch that.
Yeah,
cover your ears.
Bumblebee is way more of a kids movie. Like I could see Penny relating to the main character, the girl that's in there. It's more colorful, it's more exciting, and John Cena's in it. So it's very kid friendly. Very, very good stuff. So yeah, guys, new Transformers coming out.
Tying all those strings together today.
Real excited.
Yep. I think my favorite part about it, though, is the fact that they are making a point to say that the Decepticons are going to be in this movie, but they're not going to be the main villains. Because that sets it up very nicely for a nice little team up between Autobots and Decepticons.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, because we don't know. Because like I said, in some versions of the Terracons, they are former Decepticons that start their own faction. They're like the Suicide Squad almost. They're like, and it's cool because they form like a Megazord. All 5 of them come together to make one big, I forget the exact bot's name.
Megazord.
It's like, this is how the Power Rangers start. But yeah, they form. That's why I was like saying the Megazord fight. That's why I kind of wanted the Megazord in there to bring up this point. So that's could be something cool to see in the film if they do that type of Terracon, which is 5 of them, and they form one big unit and they fight the Autobots. So I think it's gonna be really fun. So I'm soup for it. Like I said, I'm back in Transformers mode. I'm already starting to watch the 80s cartoon when Lee lets me. And she's sick of Transformers already.
Guys, she goes through these phases, right? We can't get through a freaking show to save our fucking lives, okay? But this man can watch every Transformers movie and every cartoon ever invented, like in a week and a half, okay? But we can't make it through, like, Shadow and Bone.
Oh my! Now
you kidding me right now?
Hey man, sometimes you gotta bow down to Lord Megatron.
Sometimes you gotta watch some magic happen, okay? The Shadow and Bone is freaking amazing.
Hey, Bumblebee was magic. That was a magical movie. It saved me. That was like a treat at the end of like watching the Michael Bay Transformers movies was like me having to eat my vegetables, and then Bumblebee was the ice cream at the end.
Oh yes,
that's like there it is.
Speaking of making magic,
crispy.
There's a lot of magic. There's a lot of magic in the D&D universe, right?
Yes, sir.
Check out that.
Tell me more.
Yes, so definitely going to drop this real quick here. The D&D new game Dark Alliance just released today. I have it pre-ordered. I have yet to go pick it up. I forgot that I pre-ordered it. But it released today on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC, pretty much everywhere but the Switch. So
Thank God.
if you have it,
It's free for Game Pass subscribers.
Yeah.
yes, if you have Xbox Game Pass,
Be right
Oh, yeah.
back. Gotta go download it.
yep, Britt's going to download it now. That's where she's going.
That's where she's going.
If you have Xbox Game Pass, it is free for you right now. Like it came out and it's already free. This is a theme we saw through E3 that they are just dropping new games like they're hot on Game
Drop
Pass.
it like it's hot.
So go subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. I, however, will be playing it on the PS5 because I have that system and don't have the Xbox. So if you want to play it on the Sony side, add me.
Well, there you go.
We're gonna play together.
Well,
This
I
is
forget.
online.
Did they say it was cross? Did
co-op.
they say it was cross-platform? I forget.
Cross-platform between the Xbox and the PC.
Ooh.
But Sony is not being nice.
Womp womp.
Yep,
Looks
so
like
if you have the PS4 or the PS5, let's play together.
there you go.
Let's play
That's
together.
unfortunate.
I did see a few streams of it today during the afternoon. It looks fantastic. It looks like a lot of fun. So I could see, you know, definitely squadding up with 3 of your buddies and having a really good time. It's a really great looking game. So go check that out right now, guys.
100%.
I am checking it out right now.
Oh, is she? Well, in that case, I guess I'll take the next news story.
Yeah, let's say, Lita, you're on the Pokemon Go.
I'm off. Bye, guys.
Oh, wow. What a professional. Anyways, guys, speaking of, we were just talking about communities and games that we love to play together. Another big game that we love to play together is Pokemon Go. And we are getting some Pokemon Go news for Pokemon Community Day, July 3rd with, I can never say his name right, Tepig?
Tepig.
Tepig.
I always said T-Pig.
T-Pig.
But evidently I got
T-Pig.
corrected by Micah on one of our streams for cards.
It's like tepid. Tepid.
I'll say get either Micah or James out here to translate for us.
Yes.
But yes, guys, we are getting Tepig Community Day. It's gonna be a really fun time. As you see the graphic up here. So we have
the Embor Shiny is
Yeah.
that's
man,
the coolest one.
Awesome.
I mean, all three
Yeah.
of them look really cool. Let me see if I can zoom in on it a little bit. They all look really cool. But that Embor
I'm
looks
glad. I hate when they
coolest.
do the shinies and the final one looks like very similar.
Yeah.
I'm like
I know.
like Garchomp.
who is in
like,
charge of
look-
making these shinies?
One of the coolest Pokemon out there, Garchomp, and his shiny is just like a tiny bit lighter.
Right.
Gengar. I think Gengar looks
Gengar.
like 2 shades different. I think it's
I know.
like
Yeah.
And I was
the
so
normal
stoked
one.
about Gengar.
Yep. But yeah, so that's July 3rd. That's coming up. That's like in a couple. Wait,
Yeah.
is that next weekend?
I don't know.
I think it's next weekend.
It
but
is
anyway,
not.
July 3rd.
Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, next weekend. Yep.
Yeah. Fun
Guess
fact.
what? That's our.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's me and Lee's 4-year anniversary. Is it 4 years? It's 4 years.
2016, 5 years.
5 years.
Nice.
5 years together.
Yeah, because wait,
Oh my
where's my
goodness.
necklace? Yeah, 2016.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like a date night for us too.
Oh
Hey.
yeah, that's what we do for all of our
Yep.
date nights. We go play Pokemon.
So not only can you get the shiny Tepig, you can also get 3 times catch Stardust
And
So if
maybe,
you're-
if you're lucky, a date.
and a date. 100%.
If you're lucky, you'll find yourself a nerd that'll do date nights playing
Yep.
Pokemon, melting pot and Pokemon. That's what we do.
Yep.
It sounds
so
like my idea of a good time.
not only this news came out, but they also just released some sort of bad news for those that like some of the pandemic features that have been added into Pokemon Go. You know, we're getting into post-pandemic life, you know, where things are opening back up. Niantic evidently
know.
believes that it's time to start taking away some of the gameplay features that they
I'm
gave
feeling, feeling sick. Can I keep my
the
features?
pandemic's starting. It's starting again. But
Hey,
first off, they're trying to like get us back out into the world. So they are giving us some bonuses, some exploration bonuses for us to get out into the world. Basically, giving you some bonus stuff for spinning Pokestops, playing in-person raids. So instead of doing remote raids, you're actually at that raid. And then, of course, getting those steps in. So
Yep.
getting some walk-in distance and stuff. In the article that we'll tweet out, it's in our Discord. They kind of go over what those bonuses are. But yeah, they're basically encouraging us to get back out into the world. However, with those bonuses, they are taking some things away.
No,
I'm gonna leave the worst.
Say it ain't so.
I'm gonna leave the worst one for last. But they're taking away the frequency that your buddy Pokemon brings you a gift.
Oh, those assholes.
Yeah, which is very nice. They're also taking away the distance it requires you to interact with a gym.
Dude, that
or
one
a
I'm really
stop.
sad about. That
Like,
one sucks.
Like, I don't know why they're doing that. If
Why?
you're out. Yeah, so they're taking the distance. They're basically taking that back to normal, what it was. So you have to get up close to the areas to interact with stuff. But the worst one on this list is the incense effectiveness.
Yes.
They're dropping this down to what it was pre-pandemic. Basically rewarding you if you're walking, you'll get more frequent spawns in the incense, but the frequency of spawns while you're stationary is going back to normal.
Yeah,
So frustrating.
Again. We gotta work for our pokes.
Which, if I remember, is like one every couple of minutes or a few minutes. So
Yeah.
it's like
one every
it's
7
like
minutes
nothing.
or one every 3.
yeah, it's a big difference because right now it's pretty much like one every 30 seconds. I feel like it's popping up. So that's sad. But some of the things they are keeping with the features they added in, the incense duration is still staying at 60 minutes.
Okay.
There's some of this is Battle League stuff, which I don't battle too much in there, but the walking requirement for Battle League and being able to challenge friends remotely is still staying in there. And of course, the big one, remote raids, they're staying.
Of course they are, because we have to spend money on that.
Yes.
Okay.
A couple takeaways from this, though. There's no mention of the walking distance for the eggs to hatch. You know,
That never really changed though.
Oh, it changed big time. It changed big time.
Oh,
You had
yeah.
a 10-kilometer egg, now is what, 5?
No,
like,
but I think that went back to normal because I have 10-kilometer eggs in my inventory.
well, add that to the list of things they're taking away from the pandemic gameplay.
I was about to say, I felt like I just put a 10K in the other day, and it was
maybe
that.
maybe they didn't return that. I don't know. Anyway, that's sad. But they did say that they are not done removing and adding
Oh,
things.
those assholes.
This is gonna be like a phased thing in this article. They're
In
talking about
chat,
how it's gonna be a phased
Claw
thing.
called them nerd holes.
Nerd holes.
Nerd holes.
Nerd holes, 100%.
Butt-
Those nerd holes.
It's definitely sad to see some of these features taken away, but I'm glad. The big one I'm glad they're keeping, of course, is the remote raids, because that is what, especially with, our community, we like to play together. We like to get together on Discord and raid together. So, if they got rid of that, you'd be losing a lot of players. So
they're trying to sugarcoat it a little bit with this exploration bonus stuff. But we'll see. We'll see how like crazy they get in the coming months. But yeah, it sounds
Don't
like
piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Yeah.
Preach,
What she
sister.
said.
Preach.
She said. I guess I can roll into the next one too. We have 3 Pokemon stories, guys. This is Pokemon heavy. We're going in. I'm gonna cover this one really quick. We've got a new Pokemon TCG set. Trading card game set just released this week.
Means more stuff to make us poor.
Yes, I'm so pumped for this.
Huzzah.
or rich.
Are they going to be more readily available?
Surprisingly, they are starting to become a little bit more available. I'm kind of we found a few packs in the store this past week, so we were pretty happy to see this. But it released on June 18th. It's called Chilling Rain. It's a very large,
so cold.
very large set. It consists of 198 cards, but when you throw in the secret rares, it's 233.
Holy mackerel!
So
crispy.
It's a
Holy
very,
moly.
very, very large set. And some of the top valued cards right now. Now this changes pretty quick over time, especially on release week. But the top value cards right now are an alternate art Blaziken, which is $136. A alternate art Shadow Rider Calyrex. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I don't even know what that is. It's $130. A Galarian Moltres, which looks amazing. if you go to the next picture,
Oh,
Mario,
what's
you
that
can see.
rainbow?
Oh, I got that Moltres is, I think, is my favorite one.
So here are the alternate art versions of the 3 birds that are in Galarian form.
What's the one on the left?
That's Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
What's that one called though? The Articuno one.
That's I think it's like $50. It's
That
not.
one's
It's not.
that
one
one's
of the heavy
really
hitters.
pretty. I would display that one.
But then there's also a shiny Snorlax, which everybody's wanting to get. That's $109. It's a special gold card. Everybody's
cool.
going crazy over these cards
Very
as normal.
cool.
But expect to see a few of these packs opened on our next Geek Antique.
Yeah, we just
some
got our
really-
Chilling Reigns box in.
So let's hope, fingers crossed, we get one of the. I really want one of these alternate art of the 3 legendary birds. Like that's what I'm hoping for.
I would like the left one.
The Articuno.
Oh, I want this one too.
That's the most expensive card in the set, the
Oh,
Blaziken,
of course.
the one on the right.
Yeah, I like that one too. That's great art on that.
That's a pretty
136.
card.
Yep.
She's a beat Clark.
Boom. Yeah. So new TCG set. Go find the cards everywhere you can if you can find them anywhere. They're back at Target now too. By the way.
Oh, good. Don't pull guns on people,
Yep.
guys.
Yeah, don't make the Pokemon people take the cards away again.
Right.
For real. And
All
then,
right.
All
So
right.
the last Pokemon news. I don't know who wants to take this one. I feel like I've been talking a ton, so I don't know if somebody wants to jump in. I'm going to keep talking until somebody says something.
Pokemon Unite is coming. to
Pokemon!
in July. Yay.
Free to play. It's free
And-
to play.
Mike showed me the trailer for this game, and I was like, whoa, damn, this looks amazing. So awesome. 3/4 of the trailer, I was like, this is sick. Like, I can't believe that the animation looks this good. And then I realized it's because that is not from the game. So thanks, Nintendo, for that little switcheroo.
It's
That
a
was
Like,
sweet-
thanks, Obama. Thanks, Nintendo.
Yeah, it's a sweet trailer though. Like I was like, "Yo, this looks great," and then it went into the actual game footage. I was like, "Oh, well, it's free to play." The key thing here is it's free to play. It's a free
to play.
game.
Well, and eventually it's coming to mobile.
Yep,
Which
it's
is cool. I dig that.
starting on the Switch in July, and it's going to be available for mobile devices in September. And basically, this is a multiplayer online battle arena, which is the short version of that is a MOBA. So if anybody has heard of the games like League of Legends,
Not to be confused with Boba, which is a hipster thing,
or Boba Fett,
Boba
which
Fett.
is worse.
which is a big worm.
Or Bobo,
No,
the
that's
dog.
not- Boba Fett is not Jabba the Hutt.
Why do those get so confusing for
Oh
me?
man!
Because you need to watch the movies. That's
Every
why.
time I picture like Boba Fett, that sounds like a giant worm, guys.
It does.
No, Jabba.
That sounds like a hipster who owns a coffee stand.
That's
Yeah.
Jabba, but Jabba.
Jabba. But yeah, so it's free to play. It's going to be available in July. They don't have an exact date announced yet. It just says July on Switch, September for mobile devices. But it's a very similar game style to League of Legends. If
Yes.
anybody's played that before. Some of our favorite Pokemon are going to be available to play in this. I see my boy Blastoise down there on the bottom.
I know. Can you not say anymore because I don't want this to give any ideas for the draft.
Oh, yeah, that's
don't
right.
say them because the draft is coming right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's coming up.
Don't say it.
I will finish the Unite news with basically get this day one and play with me, please, because I'm dying to play
this
this.
is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun game.
I'm dying to play this game. 100%.
Gonna be a good time, guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's been the friggin' news for the week, which means it's time for your nonsense draft. Get those
Drum roll,
20s
please.
out.
Let's get them out.
Get those shiny balls out, guys.
So each week we go to head-to-head in the fantasy football style draft where we pick completely off-the-wall teams relating to this week's topic. You, the listeners, get to decide who assembled the best team by voting on our Twitter page. And the theme for this week with all the Pokemon news is assembling our Pokemon squad. We each get 4 picks. We are rolling D20s right now to decide on who goes first.
Okay.
And real quick for the audience out there voting, this is not about the strongest team. It's not about
Who could beat who?
Who could beat who? It's about who is just the coolest squad.
Who are your favorite Pokemon?
What's the squad that you would pick if you were given a squad of 4 Pokemon?
You have to say Pokemon.
Yes, Alicia, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Every time we watch the anime, I'm like, it's Pokemon. I rolled a 14.
Oh, I gotta
Britt.
reroll.
Okay,
Did I roll?
Mike.
I didn't
4.
roll.
I got a 4.
Oh, I got a 19, baby.
Devlin
All right.
Dad's got a Switch.
Oh,
So-
yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so here's
Very
our
good.
order. We've got Mike, then we've got Lee, and then we've got Mario, and then I did a crit one.
Did we talk about last week's draft already? Did that happen?
Oh, of course, Lee wants to talk
Please,
about
like,
this.
don't forget
Yeah.
about last week.
Don't forget
you guys.
about me, okay?
Yeah, I have the totals here. So Lee did win last week. Somehow she pulled out the victory.
With the Curbmeister.
And no surprise here, Britt came in second. If you go back and look at all of the drafts that we have done, 90% of the time Britt is in second place. It
But
is
what does
crazy.
Brandy always say?
Almost.
Almost doesn't count.
That's right. So the current standings of this nonsense draft season, you guys, it's neck and neck between me and Lee. Mario and Britt, I'm sorry, there's no possible way for you guys to pull out the seasonal win, but you can spoil it for me and Lee for sure.
Yep.
I have 5 total wins. Lee has 4 total wins. Mario has 1 and Britt has 1.
All right. Thanks
So-
for bringing that up.
Just
Yeah.
throwing it out there. Our this nonsense draft season ends in 3 drafts. So including this one on July 6th, that'll be the last draft for this season. Last draft.
All
So
right.
with that said, I have the first overall pick, and I am picking this person before anybody else does because he is my overall favorite person in the planet. 100%
I noticed
Blastoise is my pick. All day, every day, I'm going to pick my boy Blastoise. He is turtle power.
All right.
Day. All day.
Mike has Blastoise. Well, on that note, I think my first one is I'm gonna go Eevee for my first pick.
Ooh,
That's going to be a popular pick.
that's a good one.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, I couldn't decide. So I'm trying to. It's tough when I see Blastoise and like Squirtle. It's like who would get the? But I've got to go. It's got to go Blastoise. Maybe I'll get both.
Blastoise.
Maybe I'll get both.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay, Mario. What's it going to be, my friend?
You already know if Mike's gonna pick his favorite, I'll pick my favorite. We're gonna go with Charizard.
Charizard.
Charizard it is.
Charizard. I knew you were gonna pick Charizard. I knew it.
Top of the
But
list.
guess what?
I almost
Water.
was that asshole.
Water
Asshole.
puts out fire.
All
all day.
right. Well,
All right,
since
all right.
since Mario and I cannot win, I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want again and go with my favorite. So I'm gonna start out with a Pokemon that really encompasses my personality. That's gonna be Psyduck.
Side
Ah! He was
Solid
second on my
pick.
list.
Love me some Psyduck.
Sigh.
You got back to back, baby.
Oh, I got back to back. Okay. Up next, my very most favoriteest Pokemon. It's got to be old Jiggly Teats Milk Tank.
Oh
Ooh.
man.
Gosh, I
Tank.
love me that juicy gal.
Oh man, I'm a little bit shocked that you left somebody on the board here. Just saying that.
Me
I will-
too.
I'll stab you. in your
Just
carotid.
saying. Just saying.
I know where you're going with that, Mike.
I'll stab you.
Loki
It's
isn't
a Pokemon. It's a Pokemon on my list.
Uh-oh, it's a Pokemon on Lee's list.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
God.
Lee,
Lord.
be prepared to be murdered.
You're lucky that
no.
you're lucky you're a plane ride away.
Yeah,
Mike is not. Remember, I know where you sleep,
you do.
sir.
You do 100%.
Okay, Mario, you're back up.
All right. Since I have no chance, I'm gonna pick another favorite of mine, my boy Heracross.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
always
yeah.
love Heracross.
I love
That's
Heracross.
different.
I knew nobody was gonna take that because nobody loves Heracross but me.
All right, Lee, you're up.
Mother shit on a biscuit. I have no idea.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Sounds like something we'd say here.
Okay. I have way too many choices and not enough choices left.
Yeah, this is tough. There's so many people I want to draft.
Okay. All right.
This is
this is so hard, you guys. All right, I guess I'll go with the easy. Fucking shit.
Who's it gonna be, Lee?
Okay. I don't know, guys. All right. She really took my Psyduck, and I'm really sad about that. All right, I guess I'll go with Bulbasaur.
Oh,
Bulbasaur beats water, Mike.
Love Bulbasaur.
I do love my Boba.
Okay,
pick.
Mike, your second pick, please.
Yes, I've had a little bit of time to think about this, being between everybody's picks here. I think I've got to go with Gengar. He's
that's a good one.
He was also on my list.
I love Gengar. He's so cool. I just recently found out he was a dead Clefable.
I know, that makes it even cooler.
Yeah, I was like, what? So yeah, but anyway, Gengar.
Sad.
And then I feel like I can wait
pick.
on this person on this pick, but I'm really afraid because I hear some chatter happening that people may be taking picks from people they think that they're going to pick this person, this Pokemon. I'm just going to go ahead and go for him. This is my underdog selection. It's who I top all of our Pokemon gyms around town when I start taking gyms.
Oh, yes.
I start taking gyms, and I literally, my calling card is Lickitung. Lickitung is
Nice.
boy. I love Lickitung.
He loves putting Lickitungs on top of gyms.
Yep.
So their big
licky.
fat tongues are hanging out.
100%.
All right, Lee. Pick number 3 for you, ma'am.
Fluffernutter. All right. I do love, I don't know. Guys, this is so freaking difficult. Okay, so this one just makes me think of Mario.
Oh, uh-oh.
This might be offensive.
Because Mario loves to sleep. And so does my boy Snorlax.
Oh,
and
man,
they're
there goes
both
Mario.
very difficult to wake up.
Watch out, his alter ego is going to come in here and finish out this
Brittio may
draft.
be coming in.
Brittio's going to get real sassy.
no.
Oh, jeez.
It's you.
Wow.
Back. Okay, Mario's back just in time. you have now a chance to get back at her
You
on
do.
this pick.
Let's see.
Is it going to be? I can't say any word. Any suggestions? We're still.
I was gonna say Loudred because she's a loud one, but maybe not. I'm gonna still try to fight here. I'm gonna go with actually a pretty big favorite of mine as well. I'm gonna go Greninja.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Greninja.
Yeah, I liked your Greninja a lot.
All right, that takes it to me and my last 2 picks. Oh, I was sweating. I was afraid to swing it back around.
Shocked
My
that you
favorite one.
that you let this Pokemon stay on the board this long, because I almost took him. Just
I know.
because.
I know where she was going. I wasn't going to be that asshole.
Yep.
Mr.
My
Mime.
favorite Pokemon.
Look at that rainbow.
Mr. Mime.
All right, Mr. Mime.
What? You are lucky. I'm shocked that you
that
took-
one holds like sentimental value to me. I
When
like
you
Listen,
took
we don't gotta get like assholey about it, because poor Britt is not gonna win anyway.
I'm here to win, Lee. I'm here to win.
Okay, my last one. Jeez, oh Pete. I'm between like 3. None of them you guys will pick. Trubbish, because I like my trash.
Trash.
Yeah.
Vanillish, because he's cute as shit, and we named Kellen after
Kellen Cream.
Kellen Cream.
On one of our Pokemon streams. Yep.
But I think I'm gonna have to go. Like Mario has his alter ego with Brittio, and I would say while Psyduck is true to my everyday personality, every once in a while I like to get crazy. So I'm gonna go with a little Ludicolo.
Shit. That was 100% my next pick.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So funny.
Ludicolo. Ludicolo, Ludicolo,
That's
Ludicolo.
amazing.
Ah,
There he is.
Ludicolo.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Mother.
Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, that finishes me out. So Mario, dear, we're back to you.
All right.
Ah.
Yeah, Ludicolo's gonna hang with me till the end here.
Yes.
All right, for my last one, I got a lot of great picks here that were not chosen. I think
So many.
I'll represent Team Mystic. I'm gonna go with the Articuno.
Articuno.
Very nice selection.
Beautiful, beautiful. Lee, your final pick.
All right.
Oh,
So
Lee, Lee, you can slam dunk this draft with one pick.
Oh gosh.
With one pick, you can just be like, I'm tied up now with Mike. That's total drafts.
I think
Don't
I
whisper
know.
it because she said it. We muted.
Well, okay, so I was going back and forth between two. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've got one legendary who I absolutely, when it came out in Pokemon Go, I like died a little bit because I was like, the tree fairy. I freaking love Celebi. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. Celebi is my Pokemon. That is like my tree hugger friend. But if I'm going for the win, I'm gonna go with Mewtwo.
Oh, Mewtwo.
All right.
That's a good one.
Mewtwo. Mike, your final pick this evening.
Yeah, I was really hoping, Lee, that you were going to take Pikachu. Because like
Pika.
I also
You feel it in your jellies?
I feel it in my jellies that I feel like I need to take Mewtwo, need to take Pikachu, but I wanted to take Zapdos as a Team Instinct representative. They're both electric types, but I think I'm going for the win with Pikachu.
All right,
as my
Pikachu.
selection.
It's
Lee,
in there.
if you teamed Eevee with Pikachu, it would have been no chance.
Shit, I know.
No
cute
chance
factor.
that there would have been anybody close. But Mewtwo was an amazing pick too.
All right, chat. Tell us who we missed. Who did we not pick that we should have picked?
Who did we miss? And Britt, why don't you review
While
the
I
teams?
recap.
Yeah.
So Mike here has Blastoise, Gengar, Lickitung, and Pikachu. It's a good team. Lee with the cuties, Eevee, Bulbasaur, Snorlax, and Mewtwo. Actually, that's like a really it's a very
balanced team. Very
That's
cute.
the thing is I have to go. I can't do all cute because then the
Makes
guys
sense.
that want the hardcore won't vote for me.
Yep, that makes sense.
Mario has got Charizard, Heracross, Greninja, and Articuno.
Good pick with Articuno. I'm glad one of the birds got
Articuno's my
picked.
favorite bird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like Moltres.
But we're Team Instinct. And what about Zapdos?
I don't like Zapdos.
Yo, Zapdos is the best.
And last but not least, the
Moltres.
best that will not win, but is definitely the coolest kids on the playground. Psyduck, Milk Tank, the jiggly teats just shaking them around. Mr. Mime.
Boom.
And Ludicolo. Ludicolo.
Very on theme. I'm proud of us. I feel like we picked on theme. Everybody did. Like Mario got his Heracross, his Charizard. I got my Blastoise and my Lickitung. Britt got her Mr. Mime.
The weirdos.
Lee got her cutie little Eevee. Like, it's perfect.
I just got called weak though for my Bulbasaur pick, and I have to say that Bulbasaur can be a super strong Pokemon when used correctly. Okay.
Mr. Mime, as far as like the cards go, was such a weak Pokemon, and I wanted to build my whole deck around Mr. Mime, and the guys were like, "Mom's a loser. She doesn't know anything about Pokemon," and I kicked ass every time because it was like deceptively weak. It had such a cool power.
Yeah, you couldn't do more than 20 damage to it. And
So they had all of these big ass cards, and they couldn't do anything to my Mr. Mime.
James just dropped a whole bunch of Pokemon in the chat, which ironically were all on my list. Like Umbreon, Lucario, Mew, Dragonite, and Garchomp. All on my list.
I had Lucario and Garchomp.
Garchomp was definitely.
I also had.
I didn't want to go Umbreon.
I love Umbreon.
Evolutions.
I have those. I'll read out some of the other ones I didn't do. Lugia, Articuno was picked. Lapras. No one picked Lapras. Lucario's in there. Rayquaza, that was one I almost picked too.
That was on my list as well.
And then I think that was it for me.
I had Galarian Ponyta, Raikou, Entei, Umbreon, Lucario, Squirtle, Dragonite, Celebi, Meloetta, Lugia, and Celebi and Dialga.
Yeah, there's several. There are so many that I wanted to pick. 100%.
This was so hard.
Yeah, it was tough. Scyther was up there. He's always been a favorite of mine since I was a kid.
I don't know why you like Scyther.
I love Scyther, man.
Scyther's cool.
Cool. Yeah.
I think it's because it reminds me of those not cicadas, those walking stick bugs.
Like a
I
hate those things. They're so freaky looking.
Yep. But I am happy that I got Lickitung. I don't know why I love that guy so much. I wish he was like, I wish they would have like an ultra rare version of Lickitung. It's always Licky, which Licky.
Licky's lame compared to Lickitung.
Lickitung is where it's at, and I wish that
he's so cute.
He had more respect.
I do. I like Lickitung.
Respect.
Score Bunny. That's a good one.
Sylveon.
Alakazam was towards the top of my list as well, but since I didn't want to stay too close to the same type, so but Alakazam's always been one of my favorites as well.
I just like all the ugly weird ones.
A lot of Gen 1,
the juicy ones.
A lot of the Kanto region for me. Like I just love all of them.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't stick to just Kanto. It would have been way tougher, I feel.
Yeah.
Just everything would have been taken away, I think. All the good stuff.
Not mine. All of mine are Kanto region. Blastoise, Gengar, Lickitung, Pikachu. Lock it in. Boom.
Is Mewtwo Kanto? No, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is? Then all mine are too.
Right?
Yep.
I had, and Psyduck too, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All the basic Pokemon, the 151 basic Pokemon are Kanto.
Mike's just a basic bitch.
That's
basic
right.
bitches. That's what we all are.
I'm gonna be drinking my pumpkin spice latte and drafting Blastoise all
But
day.
Mewtwo is stronger, Dablin Dads.
Then what?
Mewtwo is stronger than
Oh,
you.
Ty said surfing Raichu.
Oh,
You're right,
yes.
that one's fun.
Yep.
That was one on my list also, but you know.
Lola Pikachu. Yep. Kanto's king. I agree.
Absolutely.
100%.
Through that, guys. But guys, that's gonna do it for us for this week on the Friggin' Nerds podcast. This was a fun time. As you guys know, we can we'll have the draft up on Twitter as of tonight or tomorrow. Guys, vote all week for your best, your favorite. Me, of course, but
me, vote for me.
Really,
vote for Lee.
really. I think this is a pay-per-view match between Mike and Lee at this point, because it's like,
yeah, but this is like
I will send you a pendant if you vote for Lee.
Oh, she's selling. Oh, she's selling gimmicks.
I'll send you a Pokemon card pack if you vote for me.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Mike that's how Mike's winning. He's throwing out packs.
Mario, this is like every year when I watch the Washington football team, they trudge along, but they still play meaningful games at the end of the year because they can knock somebody out of that championship game. So you guys can kill me and Lee somehow by knocking us out and make the other person win. So in that case, vote for me.
Well, let's see. Lee has to be nice to me for the week, I guess. Oh, in that case, Mike's got my vote.
I think the biggest loser should get to pick their draft spot for like the first 3 drafts.
Oh,
next season.
Okay.
But also they have to wear the hat for every draft.
Yes.
The big loser hat.
Done.
Absolutely.
We gotta get on that. That's coming up soon. We better order those.
Yeah, coming soon. But look out for that, guys. As you guys know, every week on Tuesday we get together here on this Twitch stream to record this podcast. So follow us here on Twitch. Hit us up on YouTube, Twitter, all the good stuff. Check out our Discord. Hang out all week long. We give you questions of the day, Pokemon Go, team ups, all the good stuff. We're hanging out
Orna
all week. Orna discussions. Come join the Orna army. Always a pleasure to hang out with you guys, as always. This is the Friggin' Nerds podcast. I'm Mario Lima.
I'm Friggin' Nerd Lee.
I'm Friggin' Nerd Mike.
I'm Friggin' Nerd B.
And you guys have
you've
been
friggin' awesome.
stay friggin' nerdy, guys. See you guys next week.